You're surrounded by people who call themselves your friends. They laugh at your jokes, like your posts, and join your weekend plans. But in your quietest moments, you wonder, how many of them truly know you? How many would stand by your side if everything fell apart tomorrow? The Stoics believed that real friendship is as rare as it is precious. A bond not of convenience, but of virtue, a connection that elevates both people involved. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The noblest kind of friendship is based on mutual pursuit of the good." But how do you know if the people in your life fit that description? In a world where relationships can feel shallow and fleeting, identifying real friends is both a challenge and a necessity. In this video, we'll uncover 7 signs, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, that reveal whether the friendships in your life are built on the solid foundation of virtue or if they're merely a passing shadow. Stay with us to discover what the Stoics can teach us about loyalty, honesty, and the rare treasure of true friendship. These signs might just change the way you view your relationships forever, or they challenge you to be better, growth and virtue. What if the people closest to you weren't just companions but catalysts for your growth? In the eyes of the Stoics, friendship was never about comfort alone. It was about becoming better together. Seneca once wrote, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." Real friends, he believed, don't let you stay stagnant. They inspire you to rise to the occasion, even when it's uncomfortable. Consider this. Imagine a friend who always agrees with you, avoids difficult conversations, and tells you only what you want to hear. Is that truly a friend? Or just someone who fears disrupting the harmony? Now think about someone who isn't afraid to point out your blind spots, not to tear you down, but to help you grow. That's the hallmark of a real friend. They challenge you to align with your values, to choose courage over complacency, and to pursue excellence in all areas of life. Modern life often encourages us to surround ourselves with yes people, but Stoic wisdom warns against this. Epictetus taught that we must choose companions who reflect the virtues. We seek courage, wisdom, and integrity. A true friend doesn't just accept your flaws. They help you overcome them, guiding you to become the best version of yourself. Their honesty and accountability are signs of love, not criticism. But here's the catch. This kind of friendship is a two-way street. Are you willing to challenge your friends in return, holding them to the same high standard of virtue? True friends are willing to risk discomfort for the sake of truth. But honesty isn't always easy to hear or to deliver. That brings us to the next sign of real friendship, the courage to speak the truth, even when it hurts. Let's explore why honesty is one of the greatest acts of friendship. They are honest even when it hurts. Truth and accountability. Would you rather have someone comfort you with a lie or challenge you with the truth? The Stoics were clear. The latter is the path of virtue, and it's also the mark of a real friend. Seneca said, "A true friend will admonish you in private. A false friend will do so in public or not at all." Real friends don't withhold the truth to spare your feelings. Instead, they speak honestly, even when it's uncomfortable, because they know that accountability is essential for growth. Picture this, you're struggling with a decision, and deep down you know you're leaning toward the easier, less virtuous path. A real friend wouldn't encourage you to take the shortcut. They'd ask the tough questions. Is this truly aligned with your values? Or are you doing this for the right reasons? Their honesty might sting, but it's that very discomfort that propels you forward. This isn't about criticism for the sake of being harsh. It's about love rooted in virtue. Epictetus reminds us that true friends help us see what we cannot see ourselves, our blind spots, our flaws, and the gaps between who we are and who we strive to become. Their honesty is a mirror reflecting the reality we might otherwise avoid. In today's world where superficial praise is easy to come by, honest friends are rare treasures. They remind us that sometimes the hardest truths are the ones we need to hear most. And though their words may hurt in the moment, their intentions are to heal, not harm. But honesty alone isn't enough. It's in the moments of struggle that the strength of a friendship is truly tested. Which brings us to the next sign of real friends, their unwavering support. In times of adversity, let's uncover what loyalty really looks like. They stand by you in adversity, loyalty through hardships. How do you know if a friend is truly loyal? Is it when things are easy? Or is it when everything falls apart? The Stoics believe that true friendship is revealed in the most challenging moments of life, when the storms are fierce and the future uncertain. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A friend is someone who has come to you in your need, In adversity, the bonds of a real friendship are not only tested, they're strengthened. Imagine you've just experienced a personal failure. Maybe you've lost a job or faced a public humiliation. It's in these painful moments that a true friend will shine. While others may disappear, a real friend will stay not out of obligation, but because they understand that loyalty is rooted in virtue. They don't just offer empty words of sympathy. They stand by your side, offering support, encouragement, and the occasional tough love to help you rise again. In the Stoic view, suffering is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity for growth. A true friend understands this and helps you navigate adversity with resilience. They remind you of your strength, help you focus on what's within your control, and encourage you to accept the things you cannot change. They don't promise to fix everything, but they promise to stand with you through the pain, the setbacks, and the dark times. Think of a time in your own life when you faced a difficult challenge. Who were the people who stayed by you, who offered more than just sympathy but true loyalty? These are the friends who embody the Stoic ideal of unwavering support in adversity. Loyalty isn't just about being there when the going gets tough. It's about respecting each other's journey and giving room to grow. This leads us to the next crucial trait of real friends: respecting each other's independence. Let's explore how true friends allow space for personal freedom. While staying connected, they respect your independence, the healthy boundaries. Real friendship is not about constant togetherness. It's about mutual respect for each other's independence. In a world that often blurs the lines between love, dependency, and control, the Stoics understood that true friendship thrives when both individuals have the freedom to pursue their own paths without undue influence or suffocating attachment. Seneca wrote, "Freedom is the power to live as we choose." True friends understand that, and they respect your need for autonomy. They don't seek to possess you, manipulate your choices, or demand your time. Instead, they encourage you to follow your own passions, honor your commitments, and pursue your personal growth, even when that means spending time apart. Think about a friendship where one person is always demanding more attention, trying to pull you in different directions, or making you feel guilty for choosing to focus on your own goals. This kind of dynamic isn't friendship. It's an unhealthy dependence. Real friends want you to be the best version of yourself, even if that means you need space to grow individually. Imagine a friend who supports your decision to travel for personal growth, pursue a career change, or take time for self-reflection. They understand that your development as a person is a priority, and their friendship is not conditional on you being available whenever they need you. Instead, they celebrate your independence because they know it ultimately strengthens the bond you share. The Stoic view is clear. We are not here to control one another, but to walk alongside each other on our journeys of self-improvement. A true friend respects your journey, even when it takes you on different paths. But autonomy and space don't mean indifference. In fact, true friends still share in each other's joys and successes, which leads us to the next sign of real friendship: a lack of envy and a genuine celebration of each other's victories. Let's explore why a real friend rejoices in your success as much as their own. 5. They celebrate your success without envy. Mutual joy. How often do we encounter people who say they want the best for us, but secretly feel threatened by our success? The Stoics taught that envy is a destructive force, both for the one who harbors it and for the relationship it poisons. A real friend, however, is someone who celebrates your success with genuine joy, without the shadow of jealousy or competition. Epictetus believed that a wise person finds happiness not in the downfall of others, but in the success of those they care about. A true friend takes pride in your achievements because they understand that your joy contributes to the collective well-being. They don't measure their worth against yours, nor do they feel lessened by your accomplishments. Instead, they see your growth as something to be admired and cherished, just as they would their own. Imagine achieving something significant in your life: a promotion, a creative breakthrough, or a personal milestone. Now picture the friend who isn't envious, but genuinely happy for you, offering not just congratulations, but heartfelt encouragement for what comes next. This is the kind of friend who elevates you, not because they need to be above you, but because they believe in your potential and see it as part of their own joy. This is one of the most beautiful aspects of a Stoic friendship. It's not rooted in competition or comparison, but in a shared understanding that true success comes from virtue and growth. When your friend can celebrate your success without any bitterness or selfish desire, you know that their friendship is grounded in something much deeper than fleeting emotions. But celebrating success isn't just about sharing in the good times. It's also about listening with compassion and offering support without judgment. In the next section, we'll uncover how true friends listen without the weight of criticism, making space for empathy and understanding. 6. They listen without judgment, empathy, and understanding. Have you ever felt that a friend listened to you, but only to pass judgment or offer unsolicited advice? In contrast, a real friend listens with the intent to understand, not to critique or fix. The Stoics believed that a friend's role was not to judge your struggles, but to walk with you through them, offering wisdom when needed, but more often simply being present with empathy. As Epictetus wisely said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." True friends are the ones who listen deeply, without rushing to offer solutions or criticisms. They understand that sometimes, the most valuable thing you can do for someone is to simply hear them out, without judgment. They don't immediately label your emotions or decisions as right or wrong. They give you space to express yourself, fully and honestly. Consider a time when you've been facing a difficult decision or an emotional struggle. Imagine sharing your thoughts with a friend who doesn't interrupt or steer the conversation toward their own experiences, but instead creates a space where you can reflect and explore your feelings. This kind of listening is not passive. It's an active and intentional practice of empathy. It helps you feel seen and heard, not judged. In today's world of quick fixes and constant advice giving, this kind of listening can feel rare, yet it's one of the most powerful ways a true friend can support you. A real friend values your experience, trusts your ability to navigate challenges, and knows that sometimes the best thing they can do is offer their undivided attention. But deep listening and empathy aren't the only things that make a friendship genuine. True friends don't just accept you, they value the relationship for what it is, a bond rooted in mutual growth and shared values. This brings us to the final sign of real friendship, the willingness to invest in the relationship itself, without expecting anything in return. Let's explore why this selfless commitment is the foundation of a true friendship. 7. They value the relationship for its own sake. Non-transactional bonds. In a world that often views relationships through the lens of transactions, what do I get out of this? The Stoics taught a radical alternative. Real friends don't keep score. They don't measure the friendship by what they can take, and they don't expect anything in return. Instead, their bond is rooted in mutual respect and a shared commitment to virtue, making the relationship valuable in and of itself. Marcus Aurelius believed that the highest form of friendship is one where both parties find fulfillment simply in each other's presence and in the pursuit of a good life together. This kind of relationship is not based on need but on the genuine joy of shared values. True friends don't approach the relationship with an agenda. They don't expect favors or rewards. They understand that the relationship itself is a reward, one that nurtures their growth, challenges them to become better, and enriches their lives simply by existing. Imagine a friendship where neither person is keeping track of how many times they've helped the other, how many times they've been there, or how much return they can expect. In such a friendship, the joy of being together and supporting one another is enough. It's a bond that doesn't rely on expectation, but on genuine care and shared purpose. This is the essence of the Stoic view of friendship. True friends invest in each other, not because they stand to gain something, but because they value the relationship for what it brings out in both of them. This kind of selflessness doesn't weaken the bond. It strengthens it, creating a friendship that's not based on what you can take, but on what you can give. Having a friend who values the relationship for its own sake is truly rare and truly invaluable. But a Stoic friendship doesn't end with these 7 signs. It's a living, evolving practice. In the next section, we'll explore how you can use Stoic principles to cultivate and strengthen these types of friendships in your own life. The Stoic teachings that we've explored today, honesty, loyalty, independence, empathy, and selfless investment in relationships, are timeless. But how can we apply these ancient principles to our modern lives, especially in a world that often prioritizes convenience over virtue? The key lies in practicing Stoicism daily, making intentional choices that nurture genuine friendships, and embracing the challenges that come with cultivating meaningful connections. To begin, we can start by embodying the Stoic virtues in our own behavior. If you want to attract real friends, you first have to be a real friend yourself. Be the person who challenges others to grow, who listens without judgment, who celebrates others' successes without envy, and who remains loyal through the hard times. Model the qualities you seek, and you'll begin to draw in relationships that reflect those same values. Another practical way to apply Stoic principles is by setting healthy boundaries. True friends understand that your autonomy is important, and they respect your need for space to pursue personal growth. At the same time, it's essential to respect others' boundaries, ensuring that your relationships are mutually beneficial and not based on neediness or dependency. Finally, remember that building real friendships requires time and effort. Stoicism teaches us that nothing valuable comes without struggle, and true friendships are no exception. They require honesty, patience, and sometimes the courage to be vulnerable. But in doing so, you'll create bonds that are not just fleeting or transactional, but deeply rooted in virtue. As we reflect on these 7 signs of real friendship, we realize that at the heart of each is one core idea: virtue. True friendship is not about what we can get, but about what we can give, about helping each other grow, both as individuals and as human beings. By cultivating virtue, embracing honesty, loyalty, empathy, and selflessness, we can build friendships that withstand the test of time and adversity. Now it's your turn. Do you recognize these signs in your own friendships? Are you living out these Stoic principles in your relationships, or is there work to be done? The Stoic path is one of continuous self-improvement, and so too is the journey of friendship. If you found these insights valuable, consider subscribing to our channel for more wisdom on how Stoic philosophy can transform your life and relationships. Share your thoughts on friendship in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and grow together in virtue. And remember, as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, what is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee. So choose your friends wisely, nurture them with care, and become the friend who helps others become their best selves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Stoic wisdom and how it can enhance your life. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts on real friendship, and tell us, which of the Stoic virtues do you think is most important in building lasting, meaningful relationships? Let's grow stronger together in both virtue and friendship. Now it's your turn. Do you recognize these signs in your own friendships? Are you living out these Stoic principles in your relationships, or is there work to be done? The Stoic path is one of continuous self-improvement, and so too is the journey of friendship. If you found these insights valuable, consider subscribing to our channel for more wisdom on how Stoic philosophy can transform your life and relationships. Share your thoughts on friendship in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and grow together in virtue. And remember, as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, what is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee. So choose your friends wisely, nurture them with care, and become the friend who helps others become their best selves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Stoic wisdom and how it can enhance your life. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts on real friendship, and tell us, which of the Stoic virtues do you think is most important in building lasting, meaningful relationships? Let's grow stronger together in both virtue and friendship.